Welcome everybody today to tournament number 8 of Tetris Tuesday live on VTV. And as you know, today I'm your host up in the upper screen left hand side, FB907, and it's great to see all of you here today. We're gonna have a wonderful tournament. Actually, this is gonna be a this is going to be a big one, folks. Let me just give you a bit of perspective for today. We have a lot of new players actually that are in the tournament. So far with entries, we do have about 16 people who are in today's tournament. So we have already we have another pretty much maxed out tournament since, you know, the other week we just had one as well. So this is going to be a very lit tournament, and let me just start before we start, like, all of the events and, you know, all the series events and whatnot. I can't even speak right now. For the tournament, I need to host the channel on my own channel here. So TV, there we go. Make sure, there we go. All right. So let me just start by welcoming everyone today. Welcome, Fug, what's good, Mr. Fack, Blarg, and nobody. But let me just welcome all the lovely people here today. We got myself, VTV. You know, that's pretty much just a channel. We have Gillian is here, APOC, Blarg, Breakin, Delicious, Fug, Jez, Modest, Fact, Mystery, Nobody, Pidgeotto, Salubrious, Snowrex, Swag, Muffin, Tinjos, Topep, and Zinjos as well. So thank you all for coming here today. It's going to be a very lit tournament, and I just cannot wait to get everything started with y'all. And unfortunately, we also do not have for the third week in a row, we do not have any of our Tetris staff on board. So that means we'll have to be looking for some, since we are growing and whatnot, we're looking to expand our Tetris Tuesday Tetris staff team. Especially we need more rec editors, so I don't have to do it all by myself. So, you know, I still love all the Tetris staff that we have, but we only have 2 technically, so, you know, I can't complain much about it. But it's the 3rd week in a row, so we're going to be looking for more Tetris staff to help us out, to fill the roles that people might not be, you know, coming by for some certain weeks and whatnot. But anyway, let me just let me go ahead and start the music back up here so we can get going here. All right, there we go. So it's wonderful to see y'all today, and let's go. First things first, let's go to the brackets and get things started here really soon. Once I'm able to go and do that, I just need to put the music at the right volume, because for some reason it's not doing anything for me. Okay, there we go. So anyway, Pepe Hands, what's good as well, Blarg. So we're gonna get started here today really soon. I just need to go to the Tetris browser and show you how today's gonna work as well. So if you're new here, I'm just gonna explain some of the tournament rules as well, and we have some new things that are going on as well that we had to update with season 2 that will carry on to season 3 as well. So there are a lot of news and updates today as we get started. But let me just get started here by showing y'all the browser that we got so far. I believe all the tournament entries are locked in and ready to go. I don't see any more that's going on, so we're gonna officially lock and set this in place. So let me just go ahead and hit the tourney browser for y'all here. That's how it looks like. We had all the entries. That means Cheep, Blarg, Eddie Burger, Surgeoid. And let me explain how these are grouped for today's tournament as well. And this is kind of how we're gonna like group these the seedings every tournament as well. So what we used to do is, like, people who are new and join the tournament, they are automatically ranked below people who are, you know, in the tournament. But since we start at a certain elo by default, what we do usually is people who are below the because, okay, God, there's so much music going on right now, so much stuff going on right now, I can't even tell. So way too much stuff going on my screen. OBS is on my right monitor, it should be on my left. Okay, my bad. But anyway, let me just go and do that. Welcome as well, all black. So I'm gonna turn on the music a little bit as well, a little bit more, just about that. I think it works out pretty well. There we go. So my bad, everyone, but let me explain some things here with the rankings and like the seedings so far. So what's been happening, I'll just go ahead and add here. What's been happening is that there is unfair advantage today. I mean, not today, but unfair advantage sometimes in the tournament as you go along and you progress and people start to solidify their rankings. You know, playing throughout many tournaments. There are some people who play one tournament and we never see them again. Like, they play and lose 2 matches and we never see them again, but they stay at that certain rank. Thank you for the follower host, whoever just did that. Aureen, thank you for the follow. That's actually somebody from my stream. So Aureen, glad to see you as well. Alright, so anyway, like I said, some people are AFK in the tournament series and they say they're at their set rank, and we do have like a delay system, so where your points go down if you delay. Like, if you, like, there's 8 tournaments, if you join the first one and you haven't played since then, but we make some exceptions. But the thing is, like, when people like are AFK in the tournament, sometimes their rankings sort of stay there, while there are people who still play, who might be at the same skill set, their rankings go down below those AFK players because they simply play more matches to do that and whatnot. So it gives a little unfair elo advantage. So 2 things that we've done is so a lot of the AFK players, we kind of take them off the ranking list, but we still have all the records for the rankings, for the elo ratings, but we still take them off the official list to see how things are going to play out. And some of those players we still kept in there because of some special exceptions, but yeah, I mean, so we have about 50 players like that are ranked in the elo rating system, but yeah, that's how it goes there. So a lot of things that we're changing up and whatnot just to make things a bit more accurate and fair. So what happens is, since everyone starts at 1,000 elo, and it is hard to keep 1,000 elo, trust me on that one, so don't feel bad if you're below 1,000. But anyone who's below 1,000, they're going to be in these bottom seeds, so you don't have to play someone who, let's say somebody starts at 1,000 elo, but they're like actually like as good as cheap, and they destroy the tournament, and then that wouldn't be really fair as an assessment of your elo rating and whatnot, because if you kind of are seated above them, then you're going to have to face them in the lower brackets and whatnot, or maybe like the higher brackets, and that kind of messes everything up. So it's hard to explain but that's how things are going. So I'm talking so much, but I apologize for that, folks. We're going to get today's tournament started here really soon. We have the tournament set up, we have the room set up that we're going to go, and the first thing that we're going to do is set up, since we have so many new players today, I will tell y'all right now, a lot of new players today. Alright, Salubris, that's right. Salubris is the last one I forgot to put on there. My apologies. Let me just add him real quick. I put his name on there, but I don't know what happened. So, thank you for the reminder, Salubris. There we go. That's the only player that was not on there. So, what happens is, so these players, lots and lots of new players. So, like I said, if I kind of scramble around and mess a little bit of things up, just correct me on it, because like I said, no Tetris staff today, with full scale tournaments, sort of full scale for this tournament. We sometimes will take a little bit longer to do some things, so I apologize for that, but anyway, here is how it works now. So since a lot of the players, most players on OC are below 1,000 elo, so like I said, only top 10 players can stay above 1,000 because of how this elo calculation works. So I use a custom one, but it's really hard to stay above 1,000. So like I said, don't feel bad, and your skill is not limited to a silly elo ranking system. I just put on there because it looks fun. But anyway, so here's how it works here. Everyone in this little area, from the first to the 4th seed, they're already seeded good. The 11th to the 16th, they're seeded how they should be as well. So what happens here is we have the 5th to the 9th, the 10th seed that needs to compete. GG. Irene, you can join us next week as well, or any week, if you go to the Tetris Tuesday chat and click 1, and you'll be able to see how that yeah, so trust me, your elo point system, that does not really count your skill. That's look, the elo ratings are only indicate how you performed in past tournaments. That's literally all it is. All right, don't think of it as a skill measurement. It's just how you performed in past tournaments that will indicate how you're seated. So trust me, because there are, like, everyone in that ranking system is skilled as hell. So they're all better than me, I can tell you that for sure. So anyway, so here's how it works. So the 5th to the 10th seed are going to compete for their seedings in this little group here. Since they're new players, we don't know where they are seated yet. So let me just stop talking for like I've been for the past 15 minutes. Full scale tournament, so sometimes these things take a little bit longer and I run my head off a little bit. So anyway, here we go, the qualifier rounds as we have right here. This will be one of the first times in a long time that we had to do these qualifiers. So this is not the official room, but I'm gonna start one right now. Let's go to the lobby, and I also want to give a special shout out to the JS developer Jez, if he's here today. Thank you very much. We have a new update from JS as well, which I forgot to announce, which allows us to actually spectate the game better and get a really good view of for our perspective when we spectate. So I don't know if that was specifically for the Tetris 99 hype, with a lot of new players coming in, or that was for the tournament specifically. But I do thank you very much, Mr. Jez, and everyone at the JS team for helping us out with that and giving us a much better viewing experience for the tournaments. So I want to give a shout out to them. Thank you very much for that update today. I mean this week, 1.35 I believe it was for Tetris for JS. So y'all are awesome. Well, let me create the room now. So it's going to be called the VTV seating room. So for those of you who are watching right now and who are in the tournament, everyone head on to the VTV seating. So what I'm going to do is kind of max this out at the amount of players that need to be seated. So what's going to happen here is that since we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that need to be seated, and we're just going to put a 6-player maximum room. And let me just go to the screen again. So 6-player maximum room, which everyone else has to spectate in centered mode, and use it to setting default. So let's go and create that room now. And this is going to be fun because this time we get to go to full screen. We get to go to full screen, which is really dope. It's really OP. And let's go. For now, we're just going to stick with a 200% view zoom. So if y'all cannot hear me over the music, also just let me know as well. I would be more than happy to to get this going. So how this is going to work, before we start the tournaments, we have to figure out who's going to be seated where. So this will decide who's going to be the 5th to the 10th seed. So that means we need these 6 players to join us now. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the tourney browser real quick for a second. So that means we need Sir Droid, Nobody's Lemons, Snow Lily, DJ Dub GZ, Joko, and Salubris all to join the room. And all you need to join the room, so that means all 6 of you need to be here to compete for the seating in this little group area. And that's how it'll work out there. So from the 5th to the 10th seed, and like I said, everyone starts at a default 1000 elo, but it is very hard to keep that. So that's also why we had to take some inactive people, very, very inactive people off the list, but they are still on the records though. So that's so yeah. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have all 6 people, I believe, except for Joko. Must be Jojo, I'm gonna assume. So I'm gonna assume that is it's gonna be hard, but Joko, which is Jojo in the room, and Tetris 99 Tuesdays. I'm gonna tell you right now, I would never do a Tetris 99 Tuesday. that would take us probably depending on how we run the tournament, it could take up to 4 hours or 5. So Tetris 99 Tuesday, dear God, no way. But anyway, now that we're here into the room, I'm going to actually let's see, take off the thing here on the side of the spectator mode and do that. Let's see how this works. So here's how it's going to work, how it works for everyone. So everyone in this room who is competing, you have an option. We're all going to do one warm-up match between you all, and then what we're going to do after that is officially do the seeding round. The seeding round, we'll look at the results and let's go ahead and reset counter here, if we can. Can I even do that? I think I can. GG. I thought, I guess that must be for the players then. So, what? Okay, my screen must be lagging out right now. That is weird. Alright. Let me just, okay, so I seem to have, lost my thing here. So OBS has been giving me some issues here today, I mean, for this past week, so I do apologize if we end up disconnecting at some times, but I'll try my best to keep things going there. And also, let's see if we can zoom out like that. And here we go. A little bit like that. A little snowflake, you know. Little snowflakes here. As if we were Bob Ross just painting, you know. But anyway, I think we should, let's spec. You all have one warm up. And welcome everyone joining us here today, whoever is just joining us now. I've got Salubris in the chat, welcome Salubris, and the guy with no eye, and Japanime World. Alright, glad to see y'all here. It seems I am still lagging out. Is this just me, or so the match doesn't seem to be live. I'm not quite sure if this is going on right now. Can somebody please confirm in the server if the match is actually live right now for the qualifiers, because I can't, nothing is processing. I can't see. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, alright. I'm just had to make sure that we're not lagging or anything. So, anyway, let's get the match started if we can. I don't think, am I supposed to start the match? Because I thought the players are supposed to do that, like, unless you specifically set in the lobby settings. So, GG, what is going on here? There we go. Is the match going to start yet? There we go. So, the first match is a warm-up between these six, so they can decide, you know, how they're going to strategize things out and get yeah, all right, and get things going. So this is going to be a very interesting tournament today. Like I said, most of the players today are new competitors in the Tetris Tuesday tournament series. So it is going to be quite a good one, actually. Now, I don't know much about these new players, so it's going to be interesting to see how they go and and whatnot. And Blarg, is Blarg here as well? Alright, I'll click show stats just for y'all. I'll click the show stats. And yeah, today also we have the show stats, I mean not today, but this week also in the new update, they've also added the show stats command, as you can see right now. So yeah, the check mark isn't in the way. So this is actually something you can see for for, you know, the players as we've gone individually. I'm not sure if these stats are purely based on the current match, or yeah, they are. I'm stupid. Yeah. So these are stats that display what they are, what their stats are during the match, you know, at any given time. You know, as you can see, the PPS and APM are displayed as a new part of this update for Tetris. So it's going to be interesting to say. It's going to be interesting to see the tournament. But also, yeah, Blarg, I wanted to invite you over to the commentating desk today if you still wanted to do some more commentating, get some little jabs in as well. That's why, you know, Blarg was our guest commentator 2 weeks ago, so we are inviting him here again today on the desk. So if he wants to join the desk, he can feel free to do so and get us going for today, because he might know. It's all right. I don't want to commentate with you, FD. You're a pain in the ass. It's all good though. So yeah, we're still in the warm up. We're still in the warm up match. I'm not sure if Snow Lily is AFK. So this is going to be a long warm up. Okay. Gotcha. Focus on the plane. get yourself going there. I don't know what is going on with Stolly's screen. Maybe she lagged out, or just me lagging out. GG. So, a quite long warm up, but if you win that the warm up in, oh, okay, somebody died already, so it might be something on my end here. So that's all good. It's all good, but it's all right, Fizzle. Don't worry about anything. You're good to go. Since we have so many new players, Fizzle, we're doing the qualifier rounds as part of the seedings. So, it's been a long time since we did this, but it is going to be we're going to be good to go. So, you're already seated. You're good to go in your seedings. So just sit tight and wait until we have the players here. And if you might be wondering about the seedings, how they are set up now, it is a new thing that I have to sort of explain. But pretty much people who are AFK can abuse their ratings to get higher seedings and whatnot, and make it unfair to actually make people who are like, you know, at the same sort of level get lower seeding, lower, like lose like elo points, you know, every week. And it's complicated to explain, but it works out best for the system that we kind of employed. So trust me, it makes it more fair than having you face up in some round against a random guy who might be like secretly the next Tetris champion. So, you know, so here we go. I believe this will be I guess we can't count this as a warm-up. We can count this as the match here. So if y'all go with this result, we can skip having that as a warm-up and make that the official result for the seedings. All right, so it seems we're good to go. So the warm-up is over. So that means the qualifier rounds are going to be ending here soon. That means now that we have this, let's take a look at who is going to be seated here in the tournament and how that's going to work out. So that means for these seedings today, we have we have Salubris here at the 5th seed. All right. Okay, let's keep looking here again, and then Oliver Droid, which is Sir Droid, is at the 6th seed, I believe, right? Sir Droid is at the 6th seed, which is already there. All right, now Lemon's gonna be at the 7th seed. Okay, so Lily might be okay, no, that's DJ Dub at the 8th seed. DJ Dub at the 8th seed. Let's put him right there. And let's see who's after the 8th seed. That means Joko is at the 9th seed. So let's go ahead and put him right there as well. And then Lily at the 10th. So this is how so this is how the seedings are going to be decided today. So for those of you who are here today, as you can see, if we were to keep the old like system, that means somebody like Salubris, let's say he were like really good, right? And we just put him at the like default like system that we used to have, Salubris would have probably been put like down at the like 10th or 11th seed. So that would have made it a very a very huge scaling problem in there. So that's why, you know, things kind of work out with this new system here as well. So yeah, but anyway, this is the official seedings for the match. So here's how we're going to start here. Let's see, Cheep at the 1st seed, Blark at the 2nd, Eddie at the 3rd, Borg at the 4th, Salubris at the 5th, Sergio at the 6th, and you can read the rest here because it'll take me quite a while to read everyone in the seeding, but that's how that works. Some of these players according to the, you know, ratings there for the elo stuff, and then the rest you can kind of figure that out as well. But here we go, the first 16, I mean all the 16 seeds, we have a max cap tournament. So let's get this started here today. Let's get this tournament hype, folks. Let's get the tournament hype going for round 1. Let's keep spamming the Tetris emotes, all your memes in the chat today, since we're gonna get started for the Tetris Tuesday tournament number 8 of season 2. And now let's go to the official brackets. And to look, like I said, I forgot to mention, it changed a little bit. Not the point system, but the seeding system. So I'll explain that in a minute. So GG. That is that's like I said, I'll explain in a minute. But here's the bracket for today. as you can see. but the thing is, like, Modest, like, if we were to keep that old seeding system, it would have made a huge scaling problem, because they would have put really good players in the lower seed and made it like very unfair, because that really good player in the lower seed, for instance, would be up against Cheap, right? Who is like, let's say they were about the same skill and Cheap wins, and then that lower player goes on to the lower bracket round 1, and that's unfair because the other player in that lower bracket right here is just going to immediately be knocked out and not have a fair assessment of their skill. So trust me, it is long to that is like, trust, like, I'm not saying, like, this is just objective. This is just like, I'm not trying to put any bias here. This is just to remove any bias or any like little disparities that we might see towards the player rankings and whatnot to decide the seeding. So, you know, that's just trust me, it's gonna yeah. But we're just testing this out. If it doesn't work out, we'll just continue with the so we'll test this out for this week. If it doesn't work, you know, you're not gonna lose all your elo and stuff like that. We'll just reset that and just kind of a test to see what's going to be happening with the new system. This is just something we're testing out. So like I said, don't be salty about any sort of elo ratings, because those are only an indication of how you perform in tournaments. They are not an indication of skill. Just let me point that out, because you are all very skilled players in this tournament. Trust me on that. All right. So anyway, like I said, to view today's brackets, also you can do exclamation mark bracket to see who's going to be competing to catch up on the brackets and the scores. Droid, well, Droid actually, that's all right. Like I said, oh god, GG, I have to reset. Refresh. Stream. So like I said, I know, like, y'all, the people who, to y'all that might have seen these other people play, you know, like for the Tetris Tuesday tournaments, we have not seen them play in the tournaments. So these are only the seedings for the tournaments. This is not an indication of their overall skill. So let's say, you know, like I said, if some people are really good in the community, but they have not competed for the tournament, they'll be seated at you know. So like I said, you know, let's not get any shade up in here, guys. We're just testing this out. All right. But anyway, let me just stop talking now. We're gonna start up the room and get things set up to go. But these are the official seedings and the tournament bracket for today's tournament. Like I said, so round 1 is gonna be an interesting one as well for all of these matches. So let's go ahead and look at the Tetris browser and start our new room. Sorry about the constant speaking from myself. I tried to keep my speaking limited when we are setting these things up, but we're gonna go to the VTV tournament room. So like I said, 2-player limit. So let me explain how the matches go. Let me explain how the matches go as well. I will hydrate myself as well, but so every match is a best of 3 series, all right, until the semifinals. The semifinals are a best of 5. So that is going to be how that works. So yeah, either way, honestly, if we kept the old system or the new system, either way, some things about it you can't, are not perfect. So, you know, either way, it's not going to be a perfect system. So unless I put probably an official script on there, like they do on the challenge rankings when they do their script, like their when they apply their JavaScript, you know, settings into their elo ratings. So, but let's go to the, sorry, I'm talking too much, but let me go to the first match now. So here we go with round 1. The first match is going to be Cheap versus Rutabaga. Let's go ahead and get these two in the room right now. Cheap versus Rutabaga. It is the VTV tournament room, but Cheap versus Rutabaga. Let's go to round 1. I'm going to reset this to make the screen a little bit better. So we're going to make this 100% full screen view. We might show some stats, I think. We'll see. Actually, no, I need to see the game chat too, honestly, so I probably shouldn't do that. We're not going to do full screen, we're just going to do it like that, but here we go. So, Cheap vs. Rutabaga is going to be the first round. Let me just go spectate so I don't get in the way there. Cheap, oh my god. Wow. Okay, it seems like my my browser here is not working right with me right now. So let's go to the Cheap vs. Rutabaga, the first round. So we're gonna wait for Cheap to join the room. Mr. Cheap, Mr. Cheapy Cheap. If you can join the room, that would be very much appreciated. Let's scroll like that, and then I think if I do this here, let me see if this actually works for the viewership. So let's see, it's gonna be like that a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to do this. So for this screen, what's this here? Let's hold on a second. Let's get 1 second, folks. So Cheap, if you can, oh, Cheap is lagging. Cheap is lagging. Oh no. We don't want to. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. All right. So Cheap is lagging, folks. So we're gonna have a little bit of technical difficulties right now. Cheap needs to go and join the room if you can. Also, honestly, what I recommend, folks, for anyone who's playing today, what I recommend, if you are competing, when you are inside of the match, I recommend that you either pause the stream, or you can lay off the stream for a while, or pause the stream when you are playing, because you do not want to you don't want anything to potentially mess up with your match or your connection to the server or match. So I do recommend that. Is whoa, what? The room is full. What? We don't have a max spectator lock limit, do we? So Cheap is in now. Let's see if Cheap is going to be able to join, or if he's going to be lagging out here. So Cheap versus Rutabaga, that's the first match of the tournament for round 1, and I am trying to see if this is going to be let's see. Cheap versus Rutabaga, round 1. Oh shit, I have to spec. I thought what happened there? Wait, spectator. Okay, spectator section is full. What? There's a cap on spectator mode? Oh my god. GG. Lord. Oh man, that is something else. So I think they're going with the warm up right now, but that there is a cap. I didn't even realize that. We have never had so many spectators before, so maybe that's why. Let's go to HQ and the stats here as well. So there is a limit to spectator mode. So anyone who is trying to spectate in the actual game, I am sorry if you cannot view, but there is a limit. There is a cap to spectator mode. I didn't realize that, so I thought I disconnected because of my internet, but no, it is. So oh my god, 3-person room, I guess. So I'll make it a 3-person room. After this one, we're gonna make a new one. After this match, we'll make a new room. 3-person limit. So alright, so after this, we'll make a new room, but I think we're ready to go. Rutabaga and Cheap, round 1. Here we go. Their warm-up is over. And it's good to see them both around here. Oops, I need to reset the transform thing. Oh my god. Okay, so we're ready to go. Oh, whenever y'all are ready to go. And yep, we're good. So let's see how this is gonna go. Rutabaga versus Cheap. I think the warm-up went well. And let me close this out now. All right, so here we go, the very first match of the tournament. Finally, we've gotten this underway after a lot of technical difficulties, but here we go. Cheap versus Rutabaga, round 1. Let me just zoom in a little bit and see how this is going to go. Cheap going to instantly, within 18 seconds, send 28 lines down very far. That is 88 APM, very high to very incredible feat to pull off in just about 28 seconds. There goes a quick T-spin double from Cheap on a Rutabaga. Rutabaga is trying to set up a little bit of a cannon there. There goes a two T-spin triples there from Rutabaga on the Cheap, putting a little bit of pressure. Now Rutabaga are going to set up a nice T-spin double with a Tetris to follow that on too. But now Cheap putting a lot more pressure there. 4 lines being set, a huge spike from Cheap, and that's going to be a 2-0 series lead already. I think, yeah, that is GG. 138 APM in this match. So we're gonna report that score in a minute, but we're gonna start a new room, folks. All right, because our spectator cap is because we reached the spectator cap already, we're gonna have to put a new room. So VTV Tetris Tuesday, that's what it's gonna be called. 3-player limit, but do not, 3rd player, you gotta spectate. And then let's create the room. All right, I'm gonna go with spec. So let's go to the tournament browser now. Like I said, you can do exclamation mark bracket to look at today's brackets to see who's gonna be competing, who's gonna be next until yes, all best of 3s until the finals. And that's how it's going to be working out. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm trying to set everything up as quickly as I can because of the because I don't have any Tetris staff here on board today, unfortunately. So we got to deal with the full scale tournament ourselves. But if anyone wants to help out with the brackets today, just go ahead and DM me on, or let me know on the DMs here on Discord. So I'll give you some permissions to edit the brackets here today. But now we're gonna go move on to match 2, which is DJ Dub versus Joko. And now let's go ahead and move back to the Tetris room. So DJ Dub versus Joko is gonna be the next match here in round 1. So let's go ahead and close the browser and see if they're both gonna be in here today. It does kind of suck that I have to put a 3-player cap limit, but we're gonna be good. So DJ Dub versus Joko, like I said. Also, every player, you have an option to either warm up or skip the warm up to get going. So you don't have to wait on me. You can choose to skip the warm up, or play it through. So, and like I said, every match in the tournament is best of 3 until you get to the semifinals. Semifinals becomes a best of 5. For those of you who don't know, the semifinals are the second match. I mean, the finals match, pretty much in the lower brackets. So now it's time to get going. Here we go. Match number 2 of round 1: DJ Dub versus DJ Dub Jeezy versus JoJo. And we are definitely feeling the Tetris 99 hype. A lot of new players here today, not only on this tournament, but also in JS There's a huge Tetris craze, a huge Tetris hype going on right now. So this can be good for the competitive scene. I just want to take a moment to talk about, how excited I am to kind of see, how that goes down and whatnot, because there's been a lot of spike in, Tetris viewership on Twitch as well, and all that. And it's just been an amazing experience to see. But now back to the first round. So Joe's gonna come out with the instant spike. I wasn't sure if that was a huge PC. I didn't quite catch that there, but a huge spike at the beginning. He's trying to set up some pressure early on. DJ Dub, oh, there's a missed drop there from the T-spin, from the T-piece, and DJ Dub might be some trouble there. He needs to go ahead and set off a nice Tetris, but oh, there goes another missed drop. 2 missed drops gonna cost him dearly. DJ Dub Jeezy going to go ahead and gonna go ahead here, and it seems like that's going to be a 1-0. Wait, was that the warm-up? Okay, never mind. I was like, wait, I thought they did the warm-up already. What? No, that was the first match. Okay, so the match needs to start, please. Wait, hold on a second. So here goes match 2. Like I said, once you finish the match, please be as quick as you can and start the next one to not delay. All right, so there goes a 1-0 lead for JoJo. It seems like Joe is going to set up a quick T-spin double down the middle there, the middle side of his grid, and it seems like DJ Dub with another huge costly misdrop there for DJ Dub, and this is going to be quite intense. It seems like DJ now in a lot of pressure, almost about to top out, in a lot of danger, and almost being forced, and that might be a top out there unless he can get the T-spin in, but that did not go in, and there goes a 2-0 lead for JoJo, and that's going to bring him on to the series. Unfortunately, two just very costly misdrops in both of the matches, and that is going to be a another 2-0 lead for Joko, and going to move on to the next match. But DJ Dub had to just avoid those misdrops there, set up the playing field a little bit better, and would have been there as well. So let's go to the next match here. So let's see here. Back to the tournament browser here, folks, and let's see the brackets here today. So that means DJ Dub, or no, Joko is going to move on 2-0 versus DJ Dub. Like I said, to look at today's brackets, you can do !bracket to catch on with the tournament. But also, I do want to point out one thing as well. One of the other tournament rules that we have is during these brackets, y'all need to go ahead and play out the brackets if you can as well. Like the lower brackets, you need to play them out in a separate room. So Ridabega and DJ Dub, go ahead and play out that match. Report your scores to us either in the match room or the Discord match room or the Twitch chat. Report those scores so we can move on there. Since we have a full-scale tournament, we don't have enough time to stream every single match, so the lower brackets do have to play their matches in separate and report their score. So make sure you do that whenever you can, as quickly as possible. So now we have Borger versus Thibaut Moy. Borger versus Thibaut Moy is going to be the next match in the tournament here for round 1. So once you two join the room, let us know and we'll get there with you. All right, so it seems like they're already good to go. They are both doing a warm-up, and like I said, it is common courtesy. If I am not back quickly enough, a good indication to see if you're done with warm-up or not is to say GLHF, which is good luck, have fun. So I know that you've just now started the match, like Thibaut Moy just did right there. You're not seeing the chat, but I am there in the game chat. So here we go. Their warm-up is done, and let's go to the first match of Borger versus Thibaut Moy in round 1. And here we go. It seems like Thibaut is going to start off with a quick T-spin double opener on the left side of the grid. There is a nice single well down there on the left side, but Thibaut doing a nice job of keeping the playing field kind of low despite having all the garbage stacked up against him as well. Borger trying to look for his setup right now. It seems like he's just going to look for that quick overhang as soon as he can, and trying to set up something that, to devastate Thibaut Moy. They're both trying to look for that one opportunity to punish the misdrop possibly from one another and get a lot of huge pressure onto the other opponent. So it seems like Thibaut Moy with a bit of misdrop. So does Borger also. Both players coming up with the crucial misdrops, but Thibaut is able to apply a little bit more pressure on a Borger right now with these downstack combos. It seems like Borger is looking for that combo. He can't seem to be downstacking right now. He's looking for the pieces he can use to get to this garbage in order to downstack it. He can't seem to get in there in time to burn that garbage. So that means Thibaut Moy is going to move on 1-0 so far in the series. All right. These matches today are intense. Now Thibaut Moy gonna look for another opener. He's looking for that. Oh, he was probably looking for a simple cannon opener, but it seems like he was not able to get there. A few misdrops from Thibaut Moy's side, and that might cost him this match as well, especially with the pressure on early from Borger. But Borger also with a few misdrops here as well in the beginning of the match. So both players kind of a little bit neck and neck right now, with both applying a bit of equal pressure. Thibaut Moy now being able to clear out his playing field a lot better here at the moment. So the playing field is now clear. Just that consistent down stacking from Thibaut Moy really was what won him the match there at the second round. So that means Thibaut Moy is going to move on 2-0 into the match versus Borger. So let's go ahead and move on to the screen, the tourney browser screen. So Thibaut Moy moves on 2-0 versus Borger, and let's move him on into the series. Anyway, now, like I said, make sure if you're in the lower brackets to go ahead and report your scores. Rutabaga versus DJ Dub, report your scores once you have that there, and we'll go ahead and put this into the match here. So now, the next match is going to be Salubris versus Dell, the 5th versus the 12th seed, and let's see how this is going to go. So Salubris versus Dell, if y'all two can go ahead and join the lobby, join the match, and queue up for the next one. And let me just move away from there. So Salubris versus Dell for the next match. Now Salubris is another new player as well. This is gonna be interesting to see how he does against Dell. Now, from what I've seen from Dell, he is somebody who is very who does very well actually setting up these cannons. As we've seen from previous tournaments, Dell is, I'd say, a cannon main. He loves to do his mainly DT cannons when he competes, and they are very successful, especially when he uses them as openers. They do quite a lot of damage. So Delicious, another one of the vets here that we see, one of the new up and coming talents here from in the Tetris Tuesday tournament series. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he competes, and how he turns out this week. It seems like someone like Delicious is also improving every week, so I can't wait to see how someone like him performs in this tournament. We've seen like things like that from players like Eddie, who've also been improving every week and really setting themselves up at a higher stage. From Eddie just moving his way on up, slowly but surely, making like very nice semifinal finishes, and almost going to the finals last week as well. But still, just it's good to see just how these players can improve every single time. So it is just it warms my heart to see how people are practicing and practicing every week, coming back with a lot of grit and gut in themselves, with a lot of heart to always improve for the next match. But now it seems like Rutabaga might be ready to report his scores, but let's go into this match now. It seems like Delicious is going to go with a quick DT cannon opener. That's going to be huge against Salubris right now, but Salubris is going to be able to downstack that efficiently, and it's going to offset that damage with 2 Tetrises, and that downstack combo was a huge spike there onto Delicious there, and that's going to really set him up for a nice oh, let me spec as well if I haven't spec'd. Anyway, a nice combo there, and that's going to be a quite a comeback win there from Salubris. That was very clever, and just the opportunity opened up very well for Salubris down the middle of his grid. And Rutabaga, please do spec. Yo. All right, I think we're good to go now. Let's restart the match if we can. All right, so we had an accidental join in, but we do have a 3-player room because we have problems with spectator maxed outs. But anyway, Delicious is going to set up that the other cannon opener that he's going to use again. A quick DT cannon, a lot of pressure onto the Salubris, but Salubris is going to be able to apply the pressure back. Now Salubris, what he does as well to counterplay that is use one of his Imperial Tower setups here, as you can see. So Delicious with the cannon setup and Salubris with a tower setup here as well with these T-spin combos. So it is interesting to see how both players kind of use their variety of tricks in their bag and skill sets to counterplay each other. But Salubris got the better hand of it last match, but it seems like this is going to be quite a close one for this match. Both players kind of applying an equal amount of pressure, kind of both neck and neck. But now Delicious is running away with the lead real quick. It seems like Salubris is going to be added, going to have a lot more garbage added on to him than Delicious. But Delicious is keeping a nice low playing field again versus Salubris. A little bit of a misdrop from Delicious, but that's not really going to cost him very much there. But still, that might delay a little bit of time for Delicious to set up a nice combo, but still going to be able to set up very well with these downstacking combos as well. Both players trying to downstack as efficiently as possible. It seems like Salubris with a bit of a misdrop there, or not two misdrops there in a row, but still going to be able to apply some damage there with some combos to clean up that garbage. But there goes another misdrop. Salubris might be costing himself the match a little bit. He needs to go ahead and counterplay and downstack as quickly as he can. Just use these downstacking combos to his advantage. And it seems like Salubris is somebody who is very, very efficient at quickly getting there, quickly getting to his downstack combos than his opponent at the moment, even though it seems like Delicious is kind of quicker in setting up these combos versus Delicious when he has his like cannon setups or his or his Teasman setups. It seems like he gets there quicker, but Salubris does a nice job of always just downstacking. But it seems like though Delicious now going to get the better hand of that this time around, so that's going to be a 1-1 series tie. And please report the scores. Rutabaga versus let's see, hold on. Rutabaga versus DJ Dub. That score has not been reported yet, so if you can please report that to us, or if you're still playing, I understand that as well. But so now it is 1-1 in the series so far. Salubris versus Delicious. It seems like Salubris is going to try to set up for a quick cannon. Delicious with the DT opener really set off a huge amount of damage on Salubris, and there goes a huge misdrop from Salubris, trying to set up himself for some nice downstack combos. He's trying to burn through this garbage right now. It seems like he's going to use that garbage to his advantage and just set up some instant damage onto Delicious. Now Delicious is going to have a huge spike against him, and that means there goes a 2-1 for Salubris. Like I said, using that being consistent with those downstacks, clutching at the last moment. It seems like he's very efficient at doing that. His signature key to victory in this particular match versus Delicious, even though he was able to get to the combos quicker, it seems like Salubris was kind of able to stay poised and set up that combo for himself, set up the downstacking combos for himself to take that match off of Delicious here. But now let's go to the next match. Blarg and Tomato are going to warm up here, and let's move on to the brackets real quick. Oh, they already did the warm-up, so let me just go ahead and set this up real quick. 2-1. So like I said, in the lower brackets, you know who you are. Please report your scores as quickly as you can. Now we have Blarg versus Modest Tomato, so let me just go ahead and move on to the browser once again and see how this is going to go. I believe they're going to... Oh. It seems like... Alright, here we go. The first match, Blarg versus Modest Tomato. Now, Modest Tomato with a huge spike at the beginning. I believe that might have been a PC. I could not see the opener quite well, but still, Blarg going to be able to set up another huge cannon against Modest, and that is going to be a GG right there. 1-0. And the LOLs, please spectate. Alright, we're going to have to... Oh my god. Oh lord, where is... Alright, so the LOL is not part of the tournament today. So the room specifically says Variety TV Tournament, does it not? So LOL, I'm afraid we're gonna... Oh man, I believe they have to... Oh god. Yeah, top out, so... So, all right, but the match is 1-0 so far for Blarg, by the way, just in case y'all got confused. Blarg with a bit of a misdrop there at the beginning, but he is going to use he is going to eliminate that garbage immediately and just set up very nicely with that overhang for the quick T-spin combo. It seems like he's going to look for his particular setup right now versus Modest, and Modest just trying to keep that low playing field at the moment, but he is going to use that almost got the T-spin in, but the three corners were not quite there. So it seems like that missed T-spin is going to cost him quite a lot there, with a lot of pressure from Larg's combos already, and that's going to be just a consistent set from Larg coming back and forth, but still 31 lines being sent, and that is going to be a 2-0 lead for Blarg. And no, this is not a three-way tournament. A 2-0 for Blarg. Let's see. So now let's go back to the scores. Let's go report Blarg scores 2-0 versus Modest Tomato, and now we're going to move him on into the second round. But once again, lower brackets, Borger and Dow, please report your scores. I have not seen any scores reported yet. Oh wait, hold on, never mind. Did they just play that? They haven't yet. So y'all please report your scores. Rutabaga versus DJ Dub, we have not seen those scores reported yet, so if you can please report them as well. So we can get those brackets moving. Anyway, Nobody's Lemons versus Snow Lily is going to be the 7th versus the 10th seed. Next match for round 1. So let's go and see if they're going to skip the warm-up or not, and let's go ahead and take a look at this next match. But please, like I said, everyone report your scores. That is very important. Report those scores. Oh, okay. My bad. I was not looking at Discord because I have so many tabs opened up. But okay, so Rutabaga is 2-0. Thank you for reminding me. So I'll be sure to check the Discord as we go along, and keep reporting those as well. So thank you for the reminder. So what we are looking at right now are the warm-ups for Snow Lily and Lemons for this next match. So while we have that time to take a look at that warming up, take a look at them warming up, I am going to set up these brackets here as well once again. And it seems like the warm-up is over, so never mind. So now, here we go. Snow Lily versus Lemons, the first official match for their battle in round 1. It seems like Snow Lily coming up quickly. Very quickly with the opener. I believe that was just a quick T-spin double, and that is going to be a a lag here in my room. GG. I've frozen. Okay, so my room is frozen, but my Discord, my OBS is not down. So I don't know what's going on, but it seems like the Tetris room is just frozen. We're gonna have to refresh that. If y'all still playing, keep on playing. That match is still gonna count. I don't know what's going on with my ISP right now, but anyway, let's see if they both. Oh man. So I believe, are they still in the match? God, we need to set up. So, is this still first match? Because I lagged out a little bit. So we probably need to. So I would ask, the development team at Tetris, whenever you make a new update as well, to make the spectator room a little bit bigger for max spectator cap, since we have the tournaments growing and it will be larger spectator sizes in the room. So that'll be very helpful. But it seems like this is the match so far. It's only with a few missed drops here. Sorry about that, folks. I was just a bit too late there. But it's only with the a few missed drops there. That's going to be a crucial mistake there. But because I don't think it would have made a difference. For 4 lines, it wouldn't make a difference really. but I think, yeah, it is fair to start the match over again. So I am not even sure, honestly, because I lagged out hardcore. Wait, or did I lag out? Oh no, I didn't lag out. The match didn't start yet. I was being dumb. That's why. So here goes the actual first match. Oh my god. Oh man. All right. But nobody took lines of damage this time. But Snowlily's gonna set up with the a DT cannon here at the start. I'm gonna try to go for this opener versus Lemons. It seems like I am lagging out a little bit right now for the room. I'm not sure what is going on with my stuff, but the first match already happened, so 1-0 Lemons is what we're going to go with right now. Snowlily with applying a little bit of pressure on the Lemons, but both players now going neck and neck. So now it seems like Snowlily going to try to set up for another, I don't know if that's a cannon setup right now. Snowlily probably with a bit of a misdrop there, and that kind of affected their setup there, so they're going to have to delay a little bit more time, unfortunately, while Lemons keeps building up that damage. Snowlily really going to have to clear this out as quickly as possible, since the setup was their setup was a little bit messed up that they try to set in the beginning. So they're going to have to compensate for that and dig through here a little bit. Hopefully with the downstack combos they can get back into shape. But there goes Lily right there with the comeback from the downstacking combos. Lemons with a huge crucial misdrops there that might cost him the match, and that's going to be a 1-1 series tie for Lemons. Those misdrops there at the end from Lemons, that T-piece misdrop there, like as you can see there on their screen up towards the top of the grid, and a few others after that. You know, Snowlily was really able to punish that and buy some time also for their misdrop as well. So, you know, it was a quite an interesting match and strategy there, but Snowlily at the end able to really punish that mistake and take advantage of the time that they really had to set up a combo from their misdrops. But now Snowlily going to set up was trying to set up a it looks like probably cannon opener, but this could be yep, there goes a T-spin triple setup right there, and Snowlily now going to put up a lot of damage against Lemons. But now both players kind of neck and neck. A bit of a misdrop there for Snowlily. Two kind of misdrops right there. I mean, not misdrops, but misplacements. Not really much of an option for Snowlily. A lot of pressure there. Lemons going to instantly 2-1 versus Snowlily. So now Lemons going to move on into the second round. 2-1 versus Snowlily. So let's go ahead and look at the tourney browser here once again. So, like I said, report your scores, but that means nobody Lemons. Oh god, nobody Lemons is going to move on 2-1 versus Snowlily. And hello, Uberpone, welcome to the Tetris Tuesday tournament. If you're looking to enter today, I'm afraid with the cap who are already a part of the tournament right now, but you can look at the brackets today using !bracket. I do thank you for joining us as well. How's it going, Uberpone? He is another one of our VTV casters, and Rutabaga did move on to, oh my god, what's going on with my screen? But Rutabaga in the lower bracket match, we have a new score reported, 2-0 match for Rutabaga, so that means we're going to just report this real quick. And then Borger versus Dow, I don't think those scores have been reported yet. Okay, 2-0 Dow versus Borger, so this is going to be reported here as well. Now, Modest versus Snowlily is going to be the next match. They're going to report their scores when they can. But now we're going to move on into the second to last match in round 1, Eddie versus Fizzle. So let's go ahead and move on here. So let's take a look. Let's see if they're doing the warm up or not. Okay, so yeah, both players kind of doing the warm up right now. Eddie is ready to go, I believe. So is Fizzle. So here we go. Now, Eddie versus Fizzle. Here we go. Eddie is going to. Well, it doesn't look like there was a particular setup. Just a quick few quick combos for that opener. I didn't see a particular T-spin setup from Eddie as well, but it seems he was able to get there quicker versus Fizzle. Fizzle doing a little bit of downstacking here to apply some pressure on Eddie. I believe Eddie might be frozen. Oh, never mind. My screen is lagging right now, so that is very fortunate for me. That's why you kind of see me just delaying a little bit. But Eddie just applying a lot of pressure there. I believe those that was probably a cannon setup that he was just applying onto Fizzle, and now Fizzle having a lot of pressure applied onto him right now. Huge damage from Eddie, and that's going to be a 1-0 series lead so far for Eddie. Here we go to the second match immediately. Fizzle going to go with a quick T-spin opener there versus Eddie, a T-spin double, but now Eddie's going to be just trying to set up a little four wide on the left side of the right side of the grid, and that's going to be a huge spike for Eddie, and that's going to be a 2-0 brutal series lead, a series sweep there from Eddie. That 4 wide setup there, wasn't sure if that was going to work, but that he used that to his advantage to just spike at an insane amount there, 135 APM for Eddie, and that was just a last minute spike, an insane play there from Eddie. Very risky, but still paid off pretty well. Oh man, so now we have the last and final match for round 1, which is going to be Sir Droid versus Mystery. And like I said, Modest versus Snow Lily, they're going to report the scores, but whoever loses this match will go ahead and face off Fizzle in the lower brackets round 1, and y'all will go ahead and report your scores in match there as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and go to this mark as in progress, Sir Droid versus Mystery, and let's see how this is going to go. Oops, I forgot. This is the brackets right now. I forgot to show y'all, but to look at today's brackets, go ahead and do exclamation mark bracket to stay up to date with who is competing and the progress of today's tournament. So exclamation mark brackets. You don't want to forget to use it. But today's tournament also sponsored by the VTV Hype Train, which is a non-existent sponsor. But still, yes, I'm not zoomed in too much. So how it works out is once the second player joins in the room, it will automatically set to this kind of viewer mode that I have. So now we're gonna have Sir Droid versus Mystery compete in this match, and let's see how it goes. Let me just close the tourney browser. So let's see if they opted for the warm up or not. And thank you very much for the follow, Crowlatil. And I believe they are. Oh, okay, they skipped the warm up. And what? Hold on. Okay, so that is a 1-0 series lead so far, I believe, for Sir Droid, I believe. Let's kind of see if this still kind of persists on. I didn't know that they skipped the warm up. So, and we are using gestures to play as well. But let's Mystery is going to try to set up with a he was trying to set up for that DT not DT cannon, but just a quick cannon setup. It doesn't seem to go there quite well, but still applying quite a bit of damage there onto Sir Droid. And now Mystery doing well with these down stack combos, burning through that garbage pretty well, quickly enough, and very efficiently to get some huge damage and pressure on the Alvar Droid. And now I believe that's going to be a 2-0 for Mystery versus Sir Droid. GG. That means Mystery is going to move on into the second round, and let's go ahead and look at the so another 2-0. So Mystery going to move on to the second round versus Sir Droid. And so that means in this current bracket, that means Modest and Snow still to report their scores, and also Fizzle versus Sir Droid also to report their scores as well. Once y'all can, if y'all can do that, would be appreciated there. And do that as quickly as you can. Let us know how that went out, and we'll get y'all going there. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next match. So Cheep versus Joko is going to be the first match of round. My bad, hold on. GG. Oh my god. I forgot. Where's my browser? There it is. Okay, so that means Cheep versus Joko is going to be the first match of round number 2. So once y'all go there, let's get round number 2 started here pretty well. And this is quite interesting. We do not have we only have 2 top 10 players in the tournament series here today, which is, or 3, I believe, 3 top 10 players today. So it is quite interesting to see that, and that means it is quite an evenly for the most part evened out tournament. We try to make that even as well, but it's flaws and everything. But yeah, but Joko versus Cheap here as well. Let's take a look. So it seems like there are taunts in the chat already for a particular player. So Joko versus Cheap. Here goes the first official match of round 2. And let me just go ahead and take off the tournament browser. And it seems like they are probably gonna go for a warm-up. Wait. Okay, so I think, yeah, they're gonna get ready for that. So let me just put on the round 2 screen. Here we go. And while they warm up, I will drink some water. So, thank you for reporting the scores to me. I will report that here soon. So, good luck, have fun. Here goes the the first official match of round number 2 in the Tetris Tuesday tournament number 8. So here we go. Jojo versus Cheap. Jojo with a bit of a misplacement there with that T piece, but still able to downstack that and burn through the garbage a little bit there. It seems like Jojo's now being forced to set up a nice downstack combo versus Cheap. Cheap, I think, is going to set up that nice T-spin triple there versus Jojo, and now that is going to be quite a little bit of spike there, quite a bit of damage versus Joe, and Joe needs to go ahead and get to this get to these downstack combos pretty quickly to get some pressure back in versus Cheap. And now Cheap is going to run away with that huge spike again, and that's going to be a 1-0 series lead for Cheap. Moving on in the series. So here we go, the second match. It seems like Joe is trying to set up that DT cannon right there versus Cheap to get that. That is quite a nice opener, and that does offset a lot of damage versus Cheap, but Cheap able to go ahead and spike a lot still and send some damage on to Joe, even though he was clever with that opener. It seems like it might not have been enough to subdue Cheap. So now Cheap's gonna just set up some quick combos, some quick T-spin doubles left and right, just consistently, just very quickly with that speed, as you can see, and that is going to be a a huge power play there from Cheap to move on into the third round, 2-0 versus Joe. So let's go back to the tournament brackets. So that means Joko's going to move on into the lower brackets round 2. Cheap moves on to the third round. Like I said, also we have a score report here that somebody went 2-1, and now Fizzle and Sir Droid are still playing as well, and we'll get those scores reported here pretty soon, I believe. So there we go. So now let's go to the next match here. Thibaut Moy versus Salubris is the next match of round 2. Thibaut Moy versus Salubris. Let's go back to the tourney or Tetris browser. Let's see. There we go. It's another very exciting match because Thibaut Moy is also he's not a new player, but he is relatively new and upcoming in the Tetris Tuesday series as well. So he is one of those folks establishing, where he's at establishing his name there in the legacy. And Salubris also though is a new player as well. So let's go. I believe they're going to be setting up for the warm up at the moment. So they are going to be be warming up here. And we're going to see how this turns out. Now, I forget who it was. There's a lot of people that really catch up with or keep up with as far as their specific styles. But I believe it was Salubris who was... Oh, wait, hold on a second. So, David Luna is going to have to... David Luna's going to have to spectate. So that means Fizzle wins 2-0 in that series. So we got T-Bomoy versus Salubris, but David's gonna have to spectate. And now we're gonna get this match started here. But I'm gonna go ahead and report that score now for Fizzle. Nice little 2-0 there. Alright. Alright, so here we go once again. So, okay, good luck, Catherine. So here goes the first match the second match of round 2, T-Bomoy versus Salubris. It seems like T-Bomoy with a very clear opener, setting up a lot of damage at the moment onto Salubris. 57-55 now, 60 APM, really setting up that speed, going a lot quicker now. It seems like T-Bo trying to go for that T-spin triple that didn't work out so well, but still managing to set up a lot of damage and being consistent with those quick combos there. And that's going to be set him up for a nice 1-0 lead versus Salubris. It seems like T-Bomoy just going to go for a simple T-spin double opener there, as we can see. I believe now that's going to be yet another few quick T-spins there versus Salubris now, and Salubris with a bit of a misdrop from the T-piece that might cost him a little bit now, but still being able to manage that quick Tetris to put on some more damage and offset the damage that he is being sent from T-Bomoy. And T-Bo though still looking for that that clean setup. Salubris with the quick down stack now, a lower playing field. T-Bomoy in some danger now, almost in danger of topping out. A lot of pressure there from Salubris. It's going to be a I believe that's a 1-1 series tie now with Salubris versus T-Bomoy. That was just an excellent down stack from Salubris, just kind of waiting there to clear off the playing field, make it lower and more even versus T-Bomoy. I think T-Bo may be needing to go ahead and set up these or apply these combos a little bit quicker rather than stacking up and waiting for the combo to set up itself. But that might have been a bit of a misdrop there from the Z piece, and that's going to cost him just a little bit, and that might be costing him actually the match. Maybe topping out from that, but still managing to tuck in the T piece and still setting up a cleaner playing field for himself. Still setting up some more damage in the Salubris now. It seems like T-Bomoy is running away with the lead a little bit more now versus Salubris. T-Bo still doing a nice job of setting up these T-spin combos. I believe this is just gonna be a simple T-spin double there. Oh, okay, that was a nice ice spin there. A few ice spins there from T-Bomoy, but the last part of that setup did not work out so well. So still back in a rut versus Salubris, and in danger of topping out here. A lot of pressure going on from Salubris right now. Those quick combos in the middle of the grid, and that's going to be a 2-1 series lead from Salubris. Just waiting for that moment to punish the mistake there, and waiting for T-Bomoy to make a costly play. So that means Salubris now is going to move on 2-1 from the series there, on to round number 3. GG for Salubris, and let's go ahead and set him up there. So the next match in round 2, Blarg versus Nobody's Lemons. And like I said, report these scores as well once you can. That would be very much appreciated if you could do that. Joko versus Fizzle and T-Bomoy versus Snowlily. Report those as quickly as you can. But Blarg versus Nobody's Lemons, this is going to be an interesting one as well. Nobody's Lemons is another player who is quite new to the scene, the Tetris Tuesday scene. So we are going to be it's going to be quite exciting to see how this is going to go about. So I believe they are going to go ahead and warm up now. Blarg versus Lemons. Lemons is not ready for the warm-up, I believe, but now they are. Okay. Let me put some more light in my room. I need to utilize the sunlight that's in my room here. Wow. Fizzle won 2-0 again. Fizzle is killing it in that bracket. Fizzle is really killing it in the bracket today. I told you, like, y'all were complaining earlier on about your specific seedings, whoever, but it's still optimized. It still worked out better in the end, because the lower brackets would have been turning out like hell. It would have been El Diablo down there if we didn't switch some things around, because all the good players would be in the lower brackets. That's how it would end up being. It's hard to explain why, but there's it, just how things work out with math and whatnot. But I believe this is a warm-up right now. I didn't see any good luck half ones there. What? Hold on. Wait. But it's all love though. It's all love. What? I didn't see good luck have fun. Oh my god. My bad. That is a very Blar gonna move on 2-0. I'm sorry folks, I completely missed that one. I'm so sorry about that. We missed that commentary, but Blanc is gonna move on 2-0 in his match, and that I thought they were still warming up. My bad. So this is why you gotta get Tetris staff to do the brackets while you can focus on commentating the match. But now we have the last match of round 2 with Eddie versus Mystery. But before we start the next one, let's go ahead and look at these match reports. That means Fizzle moves on 2-0 versus Joko. And somebody said they wouldn't be able to do the next match. Snellily, who said they would not be able to do their match next? Somebody told me that. So let's see. Hold on. So Eddie and Mystery are going to warm up at the moment. But I am trying to look at this right now. Somebody said they would not be able to join the next match. Oh, never mind. They came. Okay, so Snow League came back. Never mind. So never mind that. But also, if you can, please play your matches and report the scores when you can. It is 0-2, Tebow Mori 1. All right, there you go. And then, yeah, so I believe now Eddie versus Mystery is going to be the next match here. So we're going to see how this ends up turning out. But let's go ahead and go back to the screen. And they are still going to go for... If you find... so I understand that it is a long tournament, so what happens is if you have to go during any part of the tournament, you know, we're not here to keep you trapped if you have like things to do as well, you know, because you know sometimes we have max cap tournaments and they roll around a little bit longer than usual. So if that is the case, then you do not lose your elo for a match that you have to go to, that you have to leave for. So I believe now they are ready. Mystery versus Eddie, I believe they're ready now. Warm-up is ended. Right? Yeah, alright, so the warm-up has ended. And now I believe we're ready to go. And let me just turn on the music a little bit more. So, let me just go ahead and check some of these settings. Put like 30 or 40, something like that. Or like 30 volume. 30. Okay. So I believe now they're both Mystery and Eddie are done with the warm-up, so good luck, have fun to you both. So let's see how this is going to turn out here today for this match. Mystery versus Eddie, the first match for, the last and final match of round number 2. Mystery gonna go off with a quick T-spin double there down the left side of the grid, and Eddie gonna be putting a lot of pressure on him to himself there. Mystery though with some huge with a huge combo opener. Huge T-spin opener there on that series of combos there, left side of his grid. That was a clever move there from Mystery, putting a lot of pressure on Eddie, and the huge miss drop from Eddie is going to cost him the match. 1-0 lead so far for Mystery, and now here goes match number 2. Mystery versus Eddie. Eddie with a crucial misdrop at the end, costing the match. And there goes a 4-wide setup from Eddie. Eddie with a 4-wide, and that might be a huge spike there from Eddie. That's actually still a lot of pressure there from Eddie. That 4-wide setup there really did him well. Eddie just pulling out these 4-wides out of nowhere. It seems like he's been practicing something. He's been putting something up his sleeve for this tournament. He's been preparing with these 4-wides, and it seems like they've been paying off very well. When he is against the ropes, it seems like that might be that might be like when he's under danger and when he has to use it, then he'll go for that. Just as it can be a risky move to pull off the 4-wide in the game, like in a Tetris style like Tetris, but still to be able to pull that off is pretty clever. And you know, once you do pull that off, it does pay off pretty well. But it is not one of the easiest things to pull off there with the T-spin based style of Tetris that modern competitive Tetris players use. But still, that was really something else there. So now, Eddie versus Mystery here once again. Eddie went out with the 1-1 series tie with Mystery. Both players kind of neck and neck and looking for the setups. Mystery with a with 2 T-spin double setups there in a row to versus Eddie to put on some pressure onto his grid. Eddie's looking for for those pieces to set up a nice down stack combo. Right now, there goes it. Oh god, there goes a down stack. There goes the down stack for Eddie there, but still a lot of pressure from Mystery. That might be, oh, there goes a misdrop there from the L piece from Eddie. That might be causing the match. He needs to set up a nice down stack combo here as quickly as he can, otherwise he will be topping out here soon. Still, Eddie hanging in there quite well versus Mystery. I don't know what Mystery has been doing, but he's been eating his veggies. He's been eating his fruit and veggies and getting stronger in these tournament plays right now. But still, Mystery going to be able to do the 2-1 series lead versus Eddie. That's going to be an upset here today in the match. Eddie's actually one of the only 2 top 10 players in this tournament today. But Mystery pulling out the strings and the veggies he's been eating up. 2-1 lead versus Eddie. Just those misdrops from Eddie cost him quite a lot in those the first and third match there, unfortunately, and that means now Eddie is going to move on into the lower bracket. But still, let's go ahead and move that here. So this is going to be a tough bracket now for the lower brackets, because Eddie is a very strong player, and you know, he can really do some moves through this bracket, and it is going to be interesting to see. So I'm going to look at the report. Oh god, the scores that have been reported. OBS has been giving me a lot of problems for the past 2 weeks. I am not sure why that is happening right now, but it is I don't know what. So sorry about that, folks. So refresh your streams, please. I don't know what the hell is going on with my OBS. It is just not doing good for me right now. So T1 moved on 2-1 versus Fizzle, right? And then Nobody's Lemons versus Dow. Who won in that match? In Nobody's Lemons versus Dow. So they are still playing that match out. And then Eddie versus Rutabaga, they are still playing that out as well, I believe. So so we're gonna go. So I'm not sure what's going on here. That was to another player. So we're back here, folks. Sorry about that that bit of delay there, but these are going to be the next matches. Please make sure to report your scores. So now we're going to move on into round number 3. That means Cheap versus Lubrous, as they have they're here already. That's going to be the first match of round 3. I believe the quarterfinals of the upper bracket. So let's go ahead and move on to round number 3. The first match of this round is going to be Cheap versus Salubris. So let's see what's going on here. Am I spectated? Yeah, there we go. So sorry about that, folks. We had to refresh the streams and whatnot. We had to refresh the streams to get things going because I disconnected there for a little bit, so that was unfortunate. But still, we're able to go back in here again. So make sure you refresh and that you're good to go, because that's there's been something else. So good luck, halfway versus both players. Now I have to unfortunately zoom in all the way and show stats. There we go. So Salubris versus Cheap. Here goes the first match of round 3. I have not added that yet, but Cheap going to set up a lot of pressure on the Salubris pretty early on. That's going to be a huge spike there from Cheap. That might be winning in the match. A top out there for Salubris, and that's going to be a 1-0 series lead there for Cheap. So this is going to be now a match point for Cheap to move on into I believe the semifinals. Is that the semifinals? Yeah, this is the match for the semifinals for Cheap there. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Now here comes the second match. Cheap with a bit of a misdrop, but still able to kind of play that through that pretty quickly. A few more misdrops, but still that Tetris and downstacking combos, consistent downstacks from Cheap, were able to set him off 2-0 versus Salubris. So now that means Cheap is going to be moving on the first match of the semifinals. GG for Mr. Cheap. And now let's go ahead and look at the brackets here today. Like I said, to look at today's brackets, you can always do exclamation mark bracket to see who is in the tournament and how the progress is going. That's going to be a 2-0. Oops, my bad. A 2-0 for Cheap versus Salubris, so that means he's going to move on to the first match of the semifinals. And 2-0 versus Eddie has been a reported score versus Rutabaga. So let's go ahead and report that score. Nobody's Lemons versus Dal is going to be the next match that's coming up here. That's not coming up on the stream, but they will be having to play that match if they do so. And we'll look at those scores being reported here pretty soon. So Blarg versus Mystery is the next match in this quarterfinals of the upper bracket, and let's see who's going to move on into the first match of the semifinals. So I don't know if they opted to skip warm up or not. All right, so good luck, have fun. Here we go. The warm up has been skipped. If Lemons does not show up, Delicious will automatically move on, and Lemons will unfortunately have to be disqualified. But Blarg versus Mystery, here we go. The last match of round number 3, which I still have not edited that yet in the text there on top of my screen, unfortunately. But Blarg versus Mystery, it seems like Mystery applying a lot of pressure, but Blarg still coming back with a huge cannon spike there with his T-spin setup. And that's going to be a nice Tetris there for Blarg. Going to set up another it was going to be a tower, but he's still going to just decide to do a quick T-spin double. It's going to be consistent back and forth. There's no need to wait for a quick setup. But there goes a misdrop there from the L piece from Blarg there. So Mystery now going to be putting out a lot of pressure, almost being forced to top out here from Blarg. Blarg still keeping that pressure back and forth, left and right. Mystery's going to need to clear off this as quickly as possible to get to his downstack combos that he needs to. But Blarg also that huge spike for Mystery there from those T-spin doubles coming back and forth. Blarg being able to set back the damage and offset those from Mystery. But now Blarg's in a bit of a ropes there. He is going to be forced almost to top out here. Blarg needs to go in and set up these downstack combos. That is not the cleanest garbage. So now Blarg is going to be a I believe that's 2. No, that's not 2. No, that is 1-0 for Mystery so far. 1-0 lead for Mystery on Blarg. Mystery really making a huge statement today in this tournament, showing a lot of progress and improvement as we have seen over time. Now Blarg still setting up these down to stack combos, as we can see, and now they're really getting up on a Mystery here right now. Blarg with a few misdrops there, setting up a huge a line of garbage to clean up here on Blarg's side. So now Blarg looking for that, looking for a setup right now, trying to see if he can set up a few more T-spin combos, any certain setups, but it seems like he's gonna have to settle for a just some few T-spin doubles there. Mystery with a lot of damage being applied to him, but still being able to offset that damage with some combos of his own. Both players just kind of doing a down stack battle, but now Blarg with a bit of a misdrop there. Still 2 Tetrises in a row from Blarg. That might be putting a lot of pressure on a Mystery right now. Mystery though still putting the pressure on the Blarg, and Blarg with a bit of a misdrop. That's going to cost him the match. That's going to be a 2-0 for Mystery. Mystery once again with the upset. Just a lot of upsets in this match today for Mystery. Mystery is being a mystery today with these insane comebacks, 2-0, and now moving on to the bracket. That means Mystery is going to make his very first semifinals appearance in the Tetris Tuesday series. GG. This is huge, folks. Huge. Gameplay and coming back here for Mystery there. That is going to be insane. But before we go to the semifinals, we're going to hold off on that for a little bit. So that means Cheap and Mystery hold off on the semifinals, because we are actually going to go and move on into the lower brackets. We need to take a little bit of a moment here to so what we need to do is take a little bit of a moment to look at these lower brackets and make sure the scores have been reported. So at this point, it seems like nobody's Lemons is even here. Is he here? Okay, never mind. So they made it. So they have went to their room. Never mind. So this match is being played right now. So we'll wait for Eddie. But Blarg and Thibaut Moy, have you two started your match yet as well? If you haven't, Dal is 2-0 versus Lemons. All right. 2-0 versus Lemons. So what we're gonna do here is Eddie and Dal, go ahead and play your match if you may. We're gonna stream Blarg versus Thibaut Moy if they have not played their match yet. So Blarg and Thibaut Moy is gonna be the next match since we're holding off on the semifinals. And let me just show you all the brackets. Sorry about that. So Lemons and as you can see, here are the brackets so far. And like I said, always to look at today's brackets, do exclamation mark bracket to see who is going to move on in the progress of today's tournament. But let's go to I'm just going to call this like round 3 in the properties. But like I said, we're going to move on into the next rounds and whatnot. And for those of you just joining us, since I have time, those of you just joining us, welcome to Tetris Tuesdays live on Twitch TV. And we are in the process of gearing up for the semifinal matches, but right now we're trying to get up to date with the brackets here, get up to speed here as well. I don't know if what is Blarg? Oh wait. So Blarg versus Thibaut Moy. So have they started their match yet? So we're going to take a look at this for a second, folks. I have some other things that are set up right now. So they already played their match. Blarg moves on to 2-0, and I believe Eddie versus Dal has already been played. Oh god, Osu, why is that popping up on my screen right now? Let's just take this off. So yeah, thank you for reporting the score as well, Thibaut. Let's see, 2-0 Blarg. All right, let's go and get that going. So Blarg moves on in the tournament 2-0 versus Thibaut Moy, and this is going to be a very interesting quarterfinals match here in the lower bracket. For Slubers versus whoever wins this for Blarg. So Sorry if I sometimes like I need to squint. Like I am running back and forth. I am running back and forth. Get things going. That's what you do when you need more Tetris staff nowadays. But anyway, so let's take a look at the room here. So also, for those just joining us for Tetris Tuesday, make sure that you tweet us out using hashtag Tetris Tuesdays at Variety TTV as well. Thank you all for joining us so far. We are still trying to figure this thing out. I believe Eddie and Dow is happening right now for this match, so we're gonna get to see how this is gonna be played out. So Eddie versus Dow, we're gonna see, but we need them both to kind of, I believe they're both playing their match, so we're gonna have to wait for this at the moment. Eddie versus Dow, I believe they're playing their match right now, like I said, and then whoever wins that, we're gonna stream Salubris versus the winner of Eddie versus Dow. So I believe everybody who's here, you know, use this opportunity as an intermission. Go grab your popcorn, go grab your drinks. I would really like a Sprite right now. I wish I could have a Sprite, but I don't have any Sprites here, so I'm just gonna drink my water. I'm gonna make a quick snack and all that stuff, since we are waiting for the results of Eddie versus Dow. They are playing with each other 1v1 right now, and then I'll report that score back here once we are live again. And so once that happens, we're gonna be going back to the room, and we'll be able to tell y'all who wins there, and we'll go back to round number 5 to move on into the semifinals. Once that round happens, we're gonna move on into the first match of the semifinals to see how that goes, and then, you know, yeah, so we're gonna take a few minutes here of a little break to wait for round number 4 to be played. So as you can see, also, yeah, we are kind of in a little wait mode here, so let me just take a look. So that means we're gonna waiting for results of round 3. That's what I'll put. So what I would assume is it's a very close match that's going on right now with Eddie versus Dow. So it is going to be quite interesting to see how that does turn out. I don't see any scores reported yet, but if you have already played, please report the scores. If you're both AFK, please don't be AFK. But yeah, just let us know how that is going. So until then, we're going to be waiting for the result of round number 3 in the lower bracket. So I'm going to be putting up the intermissions thing right here. Oh, there we go. So we're L brackets results pending. Please wait. So the bracket results are pending. Please wait. That'll be how, you know, it's kind of red there. So let's just do that. There we go. So once the scores are reported, we're going to go ahead and come back here to report how they both did and continue with the tournament. So give us a few minutes. I don't think I'm disconnected or anything like that. We do have our spectators here as well. Oh, never mind. It looks like, wait, well, hold on a second. I guess we are so they've already played their match, so we are streaming lower bracket now. So let's move on to the next match for the lower brackets. So that was quick. So Eddie is going to be 2-0 versus Dow, I believe, right? Oh wait, whoa, wait. Oh, so that already happened. That already happened. Okay. Oh my god. That's what was going on. So Eddie versus Blarg actually is going to be the next match here, and this is going to be the first, I guess, the first match of the semifinals technically. Or wait, no, this is still quarterfinals. This is not, yeah, this is not semifinals yet. Because, okay, that makes sense. So lower bracket round 5, this is quarterfinals that we got going on. So Eddie versus Blarg is going to be the next match that we have being played. So, my bad, folks. So Eddie versus Blarg, the next match. Let's get the quarterfinals going underway, and let's see if they are both ready. Eddie versus Blarg, the very first official match of the warm-up. What am I talking about? What? The warm-up. I mean, the very first official match of this quarterfinals. I can even speak right now. But here we go. So both players are going to be warming up right now. So while that happens, I will be going to get my little drink, and Jesus Juice, as my friend from Arcadium says. But yeah, we'll be right back. But I'll still be watching, so I'll know when the warm up ends anyway. So once it ends, do not wait for me. So. So anyway, let me just see if the music is on. Alright, good luck, have fun. Here goes the first match of these. The last match of the quarterfinals to see who's going to move on into the semifinals for the first match. Eddie versus Blarg. Let's see how this is going to work out. So, it seems like Eddie's going to be moving on a bit quicker with that opener versus Blarg. It's going to be probably a really close match. Both players like pretty closely tied in skill and especially in their seedings as well. But now, it seems like Eddie's gonna do a nice job with two Tetrises in a row, followed by all those T-spin double combos, just being a little bit more consistent here. Despite the misdrops in the last match, it seems like Eddie is now making a huge statement here for himself. Eddie with the huge combo, but still Blarg being able to offset that with some of his own. I didn't see what Blarg was doing there, but still being managing to offset the damage. But Eddie still putting a lot of pressure back onto Blarg here from these downside combos. He's going to set up a nice. He's not really setting up any like specialty spin combos there from himself, but it seems like that's going to be a quick match. 2-0 versus Eddie. Eddie is really coming back with a vengeance. He does not want to falter in this match. So here we go. The first official maps. I mean, that means Eddie's going to move on into the semis, I believe. Let's see. Let's look at the tourney browser. All right. So that means he's going to move on into the second match of the semifinals. Let's get some semifinals hype here going, because that means now with the semifinals, we have a best of 5 series now. Like according to the tournament rules, every match is 3-0 until the semifinals. So that means now we have a best of 5 series happening. So the stakes get a little bit higher, the series get a little bit longer here. So this is going to be one for the ages. Cheap versus Mystery semifinals match number 1. Let's give it up for Cheap versus Mystery. Mystery doing a great job in this tournament so far. This is probably the first semifinals appearance that I've seen Mystery a part of, and it's just great to see, how much he's improved over these tournaments and whatnot. So it's going to be exciting to see what he can whip out here, if he can cause an upset versus Cheap for this match. Still, remarkable achievement. Even like, let me tell you how. I mean, so anyone, who, if you are kind of a new Tetris player, right, who's kind of just joining us, or like who doesn't like play Tetris much, and you're kind of seeing this, especially in these tournaments, man, it's like these players are so good, so skilled. We have world-class elite players in JS Tris, kind of the best in their class. just to be able to make it to semifinals is a huge achievement in this tournament because of the level of skill that that we have played every single week. So, you know, it is quite interesting to see that improvement coming from these players. But now let's go up to the match now. It seems like Cheap's going to set up for that quick tower, Imperial Tower, with a huge opener there. And that is... What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It seems like they don't want to count that. We have a flag on the play. We have a flag on the play versus... Okay, never mind. So yeah, that is a 1-0. They were just kidding. So a 1-0. And here we go. So a 1-0 series lead there for Cheap versus Mystery. Oh. And let's see. Mystery is probably AFK. Let's see what's going on here. Mystery seems to be AFK. We're gonna have to... Oh, I'm stupid, guys. Oh my god. Oh. Like I said, Tetris... This is why Tetris staff... Sorry guys, we're gonna have to do the rematch. Sorry about that. If I'm not showing the match, you're gonna have to remind me sometimes because Man, my apologies folks. You're gonna have to reset counter. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Trust me, it is a lot. It is a lot of work to set up Tetris Tuesdays, man. I have to get home, and I start setting up 2 hours early, and even then, it is still quite a show. So now we have the first official match of the tournament. Cheap, I mean, it's not at the tournament, but of the semifinals. Cheap versus Mystery. Sorry about that delay, folks. I wasn't aware that the brackets were the only ones being shown. Now Cheap with a similar, he does the same setup that he did just last time with the Imperial Tower. That's going to be a quick stack there, and just a 1-0 series lead. Now here goes the second match. Like I said, semifinals are best of 5, so it does not end at best of 3 now. It seems like Cheap is setting up for a I don't know what the setup was, but here comes another DT cannon, followed by a Tetris there from Cheap. They're going to set up a lot of pressure on the Mystery, but Mystery able to go and downstack that garbage. Now it seems like Mystery is the one who's going to be putting on a lot of pressure on the Cheap. So this is going to be a quite an interesting one to see. Cheap once again with that huge pressure, a bit of a misdrop there from the J piece. So that may cost Cheap a little bit of time trying to set up these combos here once again. This might be costly for him. Cheap now going to be on the end of pressure here from Mystery, but Mystery doing a great job of just applying it here, keeping that playing field pretty low. It seems like Mystery may be setting up here for a PC, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be happening here. It just goes a quick T-spin double there, and now Cheap with some huge downside combos here, doing a nice job of keeping his garbage pretty low, downstacking through and burning through the garbage. Now Mystery with a lot of pressure on him itself as well. Just that consistent downstack combo, the flurry of downstacks from Cheap is going to move him on to a 2-0 series lead so far. That means this is a match point for Cheap if he wins this next match versus Mystery, but still, so there is a chance to go and reverse sweep here for Mystery, but it seems like Cheap is already far ahead in the series. A lot of pressure. There goes the Tetris opener there from Cheap on a Mystery. Another series of T-spin doubles. That was a missed T-spin from misdrop T-spin there from Cheap, so did not go through. That's going to cost him a bit of time there as well, and he's going to still have to clear through that, but still does a nice job of downstacking. That was such a quick, insanely quick downstack there from Cheap on a Mystery. Mystery with a lot of pressure. It might be topping out here soon. The downstacks were too much for him, and that seems like Mystery is going to be on a Mystery going to be sent to the semifinals now. I believe the second match, and that's going to be a 3-0 series win there. Sweep for Cheap, a Cheap sweep for Mr. Cheap, and that's going to mean now Cheap is going to move on into the grand finals for the tournament for the I believe this is Cheep's sixth finals appearance in the tournament. Oh man. Now we have Mystery versus Eddie. Both players going to see who will either way. This will be a first finals appearance for both of these players, but a lot of elo is on the line here. Well, not on the line, but still a lot of elo to be gained. Either whoever wins or loses still has a lot of elo to gain, honestly, just by how far they moved on in this tournament. And just gonna, oh man, oh GG. But let's see, I think, yeah, Mystery and Eddie are now gonna warm up, so that means they're gonna moving on into that thing. Let me just go to the browser. There you go. There we go. So they are gonna be going for the warm up right now, but whoever wins this match is going to be facing Cheep in the finals, and this will be either one of these players' very first finals appearance. So I cannot wait to see how this turns out. If one of these players can make the big upset in the finals and make it their first finals, first Tetris Tuesday championship win, it will be quite a feat to pull off. But still, nonetheless, what an achievement from both these players, specifically Mystery and Eddie, showing a lot of significant improvement over time. Mystery, honestly, the biggest, the most improved and biggest surprise of the tournament that we've seen here, you know, throughout the series of events. Why is my music so low? Oh lord. There we go. There we go. But anyway, just really. So there have been for season 2, there have been 8 tournaments. So this is our 8 tournaments so far. For season 1, we did probably about 10 or 12. But every season, that's because season 1 was just kind of iffy. Season, like Tetris Tuesday used to be, we used to do Tetris Tuesdays as like casual, you know, just casual play. So first of 5, yep, this is a best of 5 series for the semifinals. But yeah, in the ass. So refresh your streams if you can, please. Jesus, man, why does it do this? Oh man, that makes me mad. So let's go and because you can see, like, yeah, I disconnected here as well. That is saddening sometimes. But let's go to the so Mystery versus Eddie, and just gonna spec and just zoom in. HQ stats. He's been in 6 finals. So Cheep has been in 6 finals in the season 2. Because Cheep is a season 2 player. All of our season 1 players have disappeared. just to for perspective, the only season 1 players that have reappeared are I mean, all the season 1 players have kind of reappeared, but season 1 was played on Tetris Friends. Now season 1 players, Tetris Friends players probably are not as used to Tetris, maybe I'd say, but yeah, season 1 players, they still have a lot of love. We still have a lot of love for them as well. They are still vets of the Tetris Tuesday series, but yeah, season 1 players still play Tetris as well, but I think they're all probably training to get stronger or something. But yeah, it's been a ride. So I think we're ready to go now to start the match. So here goes the second match of the semifinals. Sorry about the delay, folks. We have DC'd because of OBS being a pain in the ass, but we're still here to go. It seems like Mystery vs. Eddie. Here we go, starting this off. My bad about the screen there. Mystery trying to go off with a few T-spin double openers, but still Eddie going to be able to down stack and offset the damage here as quickly as possible. I think Eddie's going to set up for a quick few Tetrises there on a Mystery. Those Tetrises going back and forth there on a Mystery and still setting up a lot of damage, but still nonetheless, both players kind of neck and neck right now. Mystery still being able to keep himself grounded versus Eddie right now. This is going to be an intense match now. Mystery going for the Imperial Tower setup right now. This could be damaging here for Eddie, but still Eddie nonetheless being able to counterplay that garbage. So this is going to be quite insane. But now that was quite a save there. I believe we saw a quick PC finish there. Never mind. That might have, I'm talking about the wrong thing. I might have, never mind. That was, I don't know what I'm talking about here. I didn't see the PC. I thought that was something else. GG. But anyway, back to the match here. Forget what I'm saying. Sometimes I talk so much and get lost in my head. But now both players still neck and neck right now. There goes a quick Tetris there from Eddie. But now Mystery having a lot of more pressure put on him as well. Eddie with a few misdrops there from the S pieces that might cost him a little bit, or cost him a little bit of time for his setups there. Just a few simple combos. I believe now both players are going to just try to set up for something devastating. And now another misdrop there from the L piece on Eddie. It might not have been a misdrop. I'm not quite sure. Kind of waiting for that. It seems like just kind of waiting to see what sort of overhang they're going to set up here for each other. Still nothing too much in particular. It seems like Eddie and Mystery being a bit conservative about their pieces, about their setups right now. I think they're both just trying to set up something to punish each other's mistakes. A little bit of a misdrop there from Mystery, but still it will be a mystery to see how this match plays out. Because oh, there goes another misdrop there from Mystery. Eddie, now it's quite strange because Eddie could be setting up to take advantage of some of the misdrops and mistakes from Mystery, but still being quite conservative with his drops here. I'm not quite sure what the strategies are being laid out here, but it seems like they're both just looking for that one knockout punch, as we can see, not really setting up here clearly for something that we can see as, you know, anything complex or devastating. But both players just kind of trading back and forth. So this is a very stalemate sort of match, but now Mystery with the pressure being applied, and that is a top out there for Mystery at the end. Just Eddie just staying a bit more consistent there with his downstack combos and able to take himself to the lead 1-0 in the semifinals. And now here we go, Eddie versus Mystery again. Both players fighting valiantly for their spot onto the finals. Why is my thing not loading? But now Eddie with a bit more of a clean playing field versus Mystery. A bit more damage and pressure being applied to Mystery as well, but still both players neck and neck, since it seems like Mystery is able to offset the damage and apply it right back on the Mystery. A nice counterplay there from Mystery as well on Eddie, but now both players going neck and neck once again. Eddie trying to set up something huge there. Mystery has to be watching out and not get too greedy there, because Eddie could have punished that easily with his combos coming in quickly if Mystery were to stay up there as stacked as high as he was to try to set up for his combos, but still being recognizing when he needs to down stack and make sure that he does not bring himself into danger. But now it seems like both players just kind of burning through this garbage, just setting off some quick combos back and forth. Not any particular setups that we see going on right now. Now, usually what we have seen from Eddie in the tournament was a risky forward setup that it seemed to work when he is on the ropes there, but it doesn't seem like Eddie's in too much of a dangerous position. He is in a winning position right now with a 1-0 series lead versus Mystery, but still, nonetheless, a very still match. We're just kind of, it seems like it'll just come down to who is going to be making the mistake at the last minute for somebody to punish, though. So this is going to be quite a long few matches, as we can see here. And now Eddie being able to apply a bit more pressure on the Mystery, but still with that misdrop from Eddie, that might cost him a little bit. Eddie has to fix those misdrops there and clean through the garbage. Eddie still with some pressure, but being able to offset the damage here once again, and Mystery just kind of going bit by bit. This is just a very, very close match, as we can see here today. This is probably the closest match of the series. A bit of a mess up there from the JP Son of Mystery once again, but still I don't see any huge combos, any huge T-spins being set up. It seems like they don't want to take any risks or any sort of setups right now. A very long second match from both players, as we can see right now. So let's take a look here. Well, all right. So now Eddie's going to be able to apply a little bit more pressure. He's trying to set up, I believe he is trying to set up a quick cannon, but still cannot seem to get there. So he's just going to set up a few T-spin doubles with some Tetrises, maybe get something going for himself so we can look for a mistake to punish from Mystery, but it does not seem like Mystery is going to look for many mistakes to make. So it is going to be quite difficult to come to that, and Eddie with a bit of a misdrop there was going to cost him a little bit of time here. Now Eddie's kind of on the ropes a little bit there. A lot of pressure on Eddie right now. He's going to be in danger of topping out. Another misdrop from Eddie that's going to cost him quite a bit, and at the end Mystery going to be able to punish that mistake there and take on the series tie 1-1. A very close very close match between both players. Yeah, there goes the there goes the DT cannon. Now we have the special setups coming in there from Mystery. Now he's really trying to end this right now. There goes a few J spins, but Eddie's still managing to punish him for trying to stack so high. I believe that must have been I don't know if that was a PC clear right now, but I didn't see Eddie's screen at that point. But now Eddie is on the ropes here. He's going to set up for that 4-wide setup, but still that did not work. It is a 2-2 match already. Mystery just shutting that down instantly. He didn't let him use the 4-wide. He said, "You're not going to be able to use that today on me because I know what I know how to punish that instantly." So now Eddie cannot make any risks here, can't afford to do that. Now both players kind of neck and neck well, not neck and neck at the moment, but now Mystery going to be in a bit of danger here. Both players quickly, just as long as they were the first two matches, now they are going to be neck and neck right now in the series 2-2 so far. Trying to set up that 3-wide from Eddie. He's going to set up 3-wide combo to get onto Mystery. Did not work out so well. He might be setting up the 4-wide here to get some damage on to hit the Mystery and make sure that he can make it to the finals here. A very intense match. This is going to be insane. This is going to decide who is going to be moving on into the finals, their very first finals appearance. So Eddie now is going to be having to he is really going to have to downstack here quickly enough and burn through this garbage. The garbage is going to be burnt now from Eddie. He needs to take advantage of this opportunity versus Mystery and really set up some nice damage on him onto Mystery. There goes a nice clean playing field for Eddie. He does have a chance to set up a nice perfect clear to spike onto Mystery's grid, but there goes another Tetris followed by some triples there, and this might be quite an interesting match to see. There goes a nice J spin there from Eddie. Still going to try to set up some combo, something to get him off the grid, but it seems like Eddie took a little bit too long to try to set up the pressure, but it builds up once again for Mystery. His grid being stacked up a bit too high now. Eddie versus Mystery. Now this is going to be neck and neck. Both players really fighting it out, claw and teeth to see who's going to be going on to their first finals appearance. But now Eddie is running a little bit away with that lead. Mystery with a huge crucial misdrop there with the JPs, but still being able to manage to downstack that, and that means Mystery going to move on to his very first finals appearance. Jesus Christ. Mystery with his very first finals appearance once again with all of these upset matches today. Mystery making a huge statement for himself versus one of the top 10 players. Eddie in the tournament. Actually, Eddie is he is ranked 8 in the tournament, but still Mystery manages to get a clever 3-1, a 3-2 series lead at that last minute march from Mystery, and that means Cheep and Mystery are going to be playing in the finals. What a game. GG for Mystery, and now this is going to decide who is going to be moving on in the so he moves on to the finals, but now we're going to be seeing who is going to be winning in today's finals. Oops, let me just go to so that means Cheep moves on. Mystery moves on to the finals, like I said, versus Cheeps. This is going to be this will be deciding who is going to be winning today's tournament, Cheep or Mystery. So close, very close for oh god, very close already. He was almost there to make his first finals appearance, but still making a lot of semifinals appearances for Eddie nonetheless. So that means Eddie is still quite good to go. He is still making a statement for himself and making sure that he is there and ready to make just some devastating moves. Nonetheless, what a game. GG. So now, let's move on into the finals match to see if both players are going to be... Let's get some finals hype going on as well, because now it's going to decide who's going to be the champion for this week. So now Afghan must be thinking this is a 3-way tournament, when the room clearly says Tetris Tuesday tournament. Oh no, it doesn't say Tetris, it says Tetris Tuesday, but still. So Afghan's gonna need to spectate, otherwise we might need to start a new room. Okay, there we go, so there goes the spectate. So I believe they are probably done with the warm-up right now. Let's see what happens. So reset the counter if you can. So it seems like they're going to skip the warm-up here. They're going to go right into it. The first series of the finals. Let's get some grand finals hype. We are now moving underway for the first match of the finals, Cheap versus Mystery. This is going to be deciding who wins it all, who gets crowned the next champion of Tetris Tuesday. Oh my god, my music. Sorry about that, folks. Man, I had to fucking do something stupid anyway. Now we're back. I'm sorry I wasn't able to stay there for that last match to commentate for that one, but still, we're gonna go on into the second match of the finals here. It seems like Cheap gonna set up a nice 3 T-spin doubles in a row there on a Mystery. That's gonna be a lot of damage. That's gonna be a 1-0 lead, I believe. No, that's going to be a 2-0 lead there for a Cheap versus Mystery. This is going to be the match point now to decide who's going to be the champion for the Tetris Tuesday tournament. Cheap is on match point, but Mystery does have a chance to stay in the series and still compete and make and make himself a champion if he manages to reverse sweep against Cheap. And this is going to be quite an interesting match to see. Cheap with a huge spike with those T-spin combos down the middle, and some Tetris is followed by that. So now Cheap is going to oh well, they're both kind of neck and neck right now. There goes a quick misdrop there from Cheap, kind of delaying a little bit of time there, but now Cheap gonna put some pressure onto Mystery again. The Mystery was able to avoid that huge damage spike from the time he bought for Cheap's misdrops there, but now Cheap sitting up again with the with some quick T-spin double combos, and now it's going to be a lot of pressure on a Mystery being almost forced to top out soon. It seems like Cheap is going to set up a lot more T-spin doubles here down the left side of the grid. He's looking to really get his opponent out, but it seems like Mystery, though, with a quick misdrop there from the S piece as well, might cost him a little bit of time there. Versus Cheap, you don't want to delay any time when you're going against Cheap. Now Cheap with a misdrop as well, but still managing to downstack this perfectly and still setting up a lot of pressure on a Mystery. So now Cheap with a well, that wasn't. Oh, there goes a T-spin triple there from Cheap. That might be a lot more damage here. He might be setting up another T-spin triple, as we can see right there. 2 T-spin triples there in a row, and that's going to be a 2 and 2. Wait. Oh, okay, so Mystery actually took a match off of Cheap. I didn't see there. That's a 2-2 series tie. So this is going to be deciding who is going to be winning on into the next. But who's going to be winning the finals? This is actually the match point. So Mystery does have a chance to still win here. That means Cheap might be dethroned here. Mystery takes on this first match. This first tournament series unto his own. Mystery though with a huge damage spike from Cheap, and there goes Cheap with another T-spin double. He's gonna probably have to set up another T-spin triple to really get this going on to Mystery, but there goes a miss drop there from Cheap, unfortunately. But still, the pressure there is too much. It seems like Cheap is probably gonna set up for that again. He really needs to get the triples in there, but still nonetheless he is being very consistent here with his T-spin doubles, and that means Mystery is really experiencing a lot of damage spike. That might be it for him. He is on the grid here. He's on the ropes, and that might be it for Mystery, and that's going to be a top out. That means Cheap is going to be the tournament winner. He's going to be the tournament champion. Ladies and gentlemen, for the tournament number 8 of season 2, Cheap is your champion for Tetris Tuesdays. But an amazing display of skill there from Mystery, just to be able to take Cheap into a full-on 5-game series in the finals. Mystery doing a very good job in this tournament, as well as Cheap. Just let me just talk a little bit about the tournament, for a second though. But Mystery just really surprising the audience today, even me as well, just improving a lot just in a weekend, and just not just in a week but throughout the weeks, just to make a huge statement throughout these tournaments, and that is definitely something else. Yeah, it's insane. So congratulations Cheap once again, but also Mystery. Just some really good effort as well. But let's give one more big cheer, because Cheap for the 5th time is 5th or 4th time, I think it's the 6th time, I'm not sure, but that means Cheap is, oh god, your grand champion for Tetris Tuesdays. Give him some hype, a big round of applause for Mr. Cheap. And a victory well earned and well deserved. So let's look at it. The tournament is officially set and over. But I forgot to set this up here, since my screen is actually needing to refresh. So that means if we end the tournament now, oh god, what's going on here? But Cheap is the grand champion, Mystery the runner-up, and as we can see, Eddie with the 3rd place finish, Mark with the 4th. This is was a very large tournament today. A very great effort from everyone around, and it's just been an amazing experience to watch today. So thank y'all so much for another full-scale tournament that we had today. We packed the house today, folks. We had at some point we had about 40 people here watching the tournament and enjoying Tetris Tuesdays with us as well. So it's because of y'all, because of the wonderful community that's always able to come here every week and just compete in these tournaments. So whether you finish 1st place or last place, you all put on some good efforts, and don't be salty, because these players out here are among the best globally, among the best in the world. So you're watching some world-class Tetris players, JS players every week. So it's just it's also a lovely thing to just have the best in the world come to your tournament and just compete every week as well. So we do always appreciate the players and appreciate the JS staff, the viewers as well. You guys are always awesome to every single week. It's always fun. I always think like, man, I don't know if we're gonna have a big tournament today, but it just all of a sudden sometimes y'all surprise me with 16 entries like before we even start the stream. So it's always really good to see, and I am just thankful. We're all at VTV very thankful for this community and these events that we're all able to always come out here and enjoy. So the great tournament, and just great tournament today, and some surprising performances, improvements that we've seen from everyone all around the board. yeah, Cheap is probably out climbing trees again. So with that being said, we're not done yet, folks, because we're gonna make a few little announcements. So I'm gonna turn off the music now. So the music is off now because I'm gonna make a few announcements here as well. Let's make a few announcements as well. So before we go off, we're gonna do a little raid. All right, so I'm gonna do a little raid here as well. Little Tetris Tuesday hype raid with the hype train, but also I want to make one quick announcement and whatnot. But yeah, we're just gonna make a few closing statements. So if you enjoyed today's content, today's tournament, you can always feel free to follow us here on this channel, you know, at Variety Central TV and whatnot. But if you want to check out some of our social media and stay up to date with us in our events, you know, follow us on Twitter at Variety TTV or on our new Instagram, Variety Central TV. Both of those you can get some good info on when our events are, or not really when our events are, but some good little posts about our events, mainly on the Twitter page as well. If you are new to the community and if you are new to the community and just want to join us and see what VTV is all about and whatnot, just give a little bit of a taste for yourself, just feel free to join the Discord here today on the VTV Discord. It is in the link right there, or you can probably click on the channel. I'm not sure if it's there. And also feel free to check out the Variety TV team page to check out some of our awesome casters who are part of the VTV team. We have the community and also we have the team as well. So one more announcement also. For those of you who did not see my announcement on Discord, we do have a new poster contest. We have a poster design contest for Tetris Tuesday. So that means there is a Tetris Tuesday poster design contest that is going to be running from you know, whenever it was announced to February 28th. So February 28th is the end of the contest. So let me just subscribe that a little bit in the announcements here, but check the announcements page on Discord. So this is going to be the tournament. The contest will end on February 28th, and it will be announced March 1st who's the winner, and it'll be posted live on the website for VTV, since the website will also be released on March as well. So that is going to be exciting. That means we're going to be having a new poster design, now an official poster for Tetris Tuesday. So I'm excited for that. So for some of these requirements, the poster must have the VTV overlay, the date and time of your week that Tetris Tuesdays begin, the link to VTV on Twitch, a Tetris theme, and the recommended dimensions are 1280 by 720p. You know, in your poster design. So you must submit them to me in the DMs there on Discord, and to learn more about this and, you know, see how you can join the contest, or, you know, just learn more about it, go to it's on the Discord on the announcements page. So just check there, and we'll be seeing y'all soon there. But we do have some entries already for the contest. It's been pretty lit, and you know, I'm excited to see how everyone's posters go. You can always re-edit your poster or resubmit your poster until the day of February 28th. So anyway, that's gonna be exciting. I cannot wait to have a brand new Tetris Tuesday tournament poster for us. So that's gonna be exciting, and I hope that as many people can enter and join the contest as possible, and you win a nice little prize at the end. So that's all I have to say. Thank you all for joining us. Like I said, the new followers and hosts today, you've all been awesome, and especially the people who've stayed here to listen to me speak about my announcements and talk my head off. I do appreciate that every time. The people who are patient enough to listen to the announcements before we end up here. So we're now going to go off with a raid into one of our we're now going to raid one of our fellow VTV casters. Mr. Jinjos is live here, folks. So let's get in the hype train going for Tetris. Let's get the Tetris Tuesday VTV raid hype train going for Jinjos. Show him a lot of love, folks, because he is a VTV caster, part of the VTV crew, the VTV family. And let's go on and raid Mr. Jinjos, folks. So show him some love. We'll catch you next time live on Tetris Tuesdays. Wait, let me do that. We'll catch you next time live at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Tetris Tuesdays live on VTV. Alright, folks, we'll see you next week, 2 p.m. PST. Now join us for the raid.
boxes up there, but oh. Thank you, VTV, for the raid. How was I think it was Tetris Tuesday, so yeah, how was that? I need to participate in that one day.
We should do it together.
I just keep forgetting it was Tuesday. I keep forgetting all about it.
Is my Clyde still around? Oh, hey bub, he looks so little.
How
He's
was
not
Tetris? Were you guys playing Tetris 99 Kappa or something? Or just one of you guys chose to. I don't know. Tinjos? Oh my god, no, not this again. Oh no. The meme is back. Tinjos. Oh man. I remember that. Tinjos. Then, Slim Joes and,
Minjos.
Back when, Mandy, was once a, vice president, then Vabdi kept on doing these